Hello, welcome back to Komodo Tai Tarot. For those of you who are returning viewers, welcome back. And for those of you who are new viewers, welcome to my channel. This week we will be doing a weekly reading for Taurus for the 4th week of July, July 25th through July 31st. Okay, for those of you who are returning viewers, you already know what's up. And as for those of you who are new, our weekly reading will be encompassing everything from love to career, finances, personal matters, okay? I'm going to leave it all up to my spirit teams in which they feel what aspect of your life for the 4th week of July should be the highlight or you should be aware of that is of importance, okay? For some of you out there. We have 4 of Pentacles, okay, so someone, there is finances on their minds, okay, or a reaching of goals. Page of Swords, okay. For this 4th week of July, I sense that, okay, you're going to be going towards some form of goal that you have. So you guys are going to feel carefree. Your energy will become lighter than usual, okay? You're going to have that burst of new energy, that newness to it with Temperance. You are going to go after your goals, going to go, what is that? Oh, it's the children, it's the neighbors' kids. I heard like this screeching sound. Anyway, yes, as I was saying, you are going towards your goals and you're going to have fun with it, okay? This feeling that I'm sensing is like pretty light. You're going to have a new burst of energy coming to you for this 4th week of July. You are going to feel like playing, experimenting, you know, just trying out some new things. Whatever captures your eye, your attention, you're going for it. You're not even going to give it a second thought like you normally would, okay? It's just this energy of like a forward energy. And the Star. So whatever it is that you are going towards right now is a dream. Is a dream that you once had as a child, I sense, or like a long time dream of the past that perhaps it didn't come to fruition in the past. Perhaps it's that it has. What am I trying to say? Because it was the wrong timing or something had happened that causes like you to deviate from that, okay? But all of that old dreams are resurfacing again, okay? You're calling, so to speak. I sense that it's a calling for a lot of you, okay? You're going to have this urgency, this feeling of wanting to move, wanting to not being satisfied in where you are anymore. You just, it's like this itching at you, okay? For instance, I used to work at a daycare back in 2014. It was around that time, 2013, 2014. I worked at a daycare, all right? And I love that job. That job, I can say out of all the jobs that I had in my past, that was like the job that I just enjoyed going to the most. Every single day I enjoyed going to meet and interact with the elderly, the participants that goes there. And you have the high priestess, okay? And then it comes to at a point towards the end, okay? I no longer look forward to going to that job anymore, even though nothing has really changed, but it's more of like my mental space and my mind has changed. It's been moved into a different directions now because it's not, I'm not, like there's no sense of fulfillment for me anymore at that particular point in time towards the end when I decided to quit, okay? And that's the type of feeling that I'm sensing here in this energy for this pile here for you guys, Taurus, for the 4th week of July. You are going to have that sense of feeling like okay, wherever you are, whatever you're doing in the past, it probably means like the world to you. You enjoyed it, you loved it, you know, you think that this is it, this is where I belong. But now it's like it's losing its spark, and you feel like you need to go out and look for something better that's fulfilling, that's resonating with your soul purpose at this moment. And we have the Knight of Wands, and I sense that it's this perhaps you guys are taken into the occult. Okay, you want to, maybe we have our tarot card readers here as well, are those who practice in the occult practices. Okay, whether it's tarot card reading, you know, numerology, studying astrology, whatever it is. Okay, I sense that is still new, still fresh, something that you've been kind of pulled towards in your earlier years, but you kind of not pursue it openly. But this time around, you kind of want to take that leap, okay, to go towards it. See, you guys are highly intuitive here and very, very intellectual. Not only your intuition, but I sense that you have, there's this aura about you, okay, that's protective. Okay, that's intimidating. That's the word that I was struggling with, is intimidating, okay? And we also have the King of Cups. And you kind of, perhaps you have this inner knowing, okay? I sense this energy of an inner knowing. You just know something. You might not at that particular point in time know why you felt the way you felt, but you just have a sense of feeling for it and sense that something is wrong, okay, and that you need to call your cousin or your mother or your father. And then the minute you called and they're like, oh, thank goodness you called, I was thinking about you and I was about to give you a call, and this and that and the third happened, you know. So you kind of are that type of person who contacts people, or who interacts and encounter with people at the right time when you're needed, I guess. So in a way, you have like this thread that connects you to everyone. So you could be psychic mediums. And some of you, I sense that you may have that a paranormal experience, you know, earlier on in your life, where you see things such as ghosts, but then when you tell others, they kind of dismiss it and say that's all in your mind, it's your own imagination, and you kind of like put that in the back burner. But yeah, you're very psychic. And I see your third eye is opened, okay? You have a very clear opening of your third eye, I sense here. All right, okay, moving on. So for those of you, whether or not you're aware or you just came on here just for the sake of, you know, out of curiosity, that's, you have a gift, you know, that you can work with. And I'm pretty sure you were aware of it yourself, but you kind of didn't really have anyone to speak with regards to this type of subject, because there's not a lot of people around you who believes in these types of tarot card reading, and, you know, especially if your family is of like a Christian faith, you know, we kind of, yeah. So Two of Swords we have for you. So again, it's like you just, for this 4th week of July, the energy that I'm getting is like you just want to let your hair down and be carefree and do whatever it is, you know, that to spice up your life again, okay? To bring back the appeal to your life again. I sense some of you out there just have this sense of feeling like nothing appeals to you anymore. You know, nothing is exciting anymore. Everything is boring. Everything is routine. There's no life. Everything's lifeless. But this new energy that's coming in for you for this 4th week of July is going to bring in this newfound excitement, or not newfound, but like an old dream of yours that you've kind of put off in the back burner. I'm pretty sure you could hear that in the background. Some cars running in the streets, just having their music turned up. So yeah, so you're going to be in a place of I sense like a feeling of contentment. Okay, you're going to have this feeling of contentment, of, you know, before I started my YouTube channel, which isn't like too long ago at all, I had this energy of 4 of Pentacles. Okay, not like the traditional definition of 4 of Pentacles, but rather more of like this pictorial picture here, the illustrations of this snake woman, you know, reaching for the apple here, and it's like so close. It's this energy that's so close that I know that there are some, every time when there's like a full moon, I'm very sensitive to the moon's energy, and every time that there's a full moon or full moon coming up, I would get premonition dreams, and I'm just not myself. Okay, even though I'm asleep, I'm resting my body, but my mind, the dreams doesn't feel like a dream. It feels more like something like an outer body experience, or maybe like an astral traveling of some kind. Okay, and during my waking hours, I can sense it, you know, like even though there really isn't anything around me in my environment that is new that I can see, but it's just the energy of this excitement, of this enthusiasm, like this liveliness, like something is around the corner and I can sense it. And that's what I'm sensing here for you guys in this reading for this 4th week of July. And with this 2 of Swords, I feel that some of you, because of all of this, you have all sorts of stuff going on around you, and this new transitioning in your energy in this phase in your life, you just want to go hermit mode on people. Now I know this is like the 2 of Swords, and this, you know, traditionally the meaning is like indecisions and whatnot, but what stands out to me is the ghost, and the ghost kind of gives me this energy, made me think of the hermit, of, you know, you just want to disappear, do a disappearing act, and just not be around people too much. You know, you just want to be around yourself and just around your own energy, so that you can sift through your emotions, okay, your sea of emotions, of what it is that you truly want, and kind of like play around and experiment with some thoughts and ideas, and perhaps even jot down some plannings on paper. Okay, just rearranging some stuff. I'm seeing here a person just sitting down and trying to like mapping their direction towards their goal here, towards their goal, towards their project, towards their career, their professions. And then you just want your own energy. You don't want to be around people, because you know that in the past there are a lot, you know, when your project or ideas or whatever, you tell people, you know, and it gets around, and then other people, they mean well, but it kind of is like taking away from your work, okay, because it's your project, and you just want to have your own ideas, okay, down, and you know, you probably don't mind other people's ideas or constructive criticisms, but when things are at its starting phase, you know, when it's just still pretty brand new, you just want to protect it, and not have other people insert their opinions or assert their control over your work, okay, because then it can get kind of like bogged down and slowed and heavy, and there's no excitement or enthusiasm attached to it anymore, because you feel like it's work now. You know, all you really want to do is, yeah, you're trying to work towards what it is, your dreams, and it's going to require a lot of hard work, but you want, but it doesn't mean that it can't be fun. Okay, when you do things the way you want it, there's more excitement and a lightness of energy attached to that project than versus if, say, you have other people just like trying to, now of course, you know, they're trying to help and giving out ideas, brainstorming to help you out with your project and ideas and stuff like that, but it kind of take the spark out of it a little bit, okay, in the beginning. Now if it's like something big and well established, that's different, okay. And even so, it's kind of, you gotta set boundaries basically, right? So yeah, that's I'm going off on a tangent now. That's the energy that I'm getting with this Two of Swords here, with this Ghost. It's kind of like you want to take this time to yourself and just be alone. That's the energy here. Okay, moving on to the past life oracle cards to see what messages the spirit teams have for you. All right, spirit teams, 3 cards for messages. Three cards for my Taurus viewers for this 4th week of July, July 25th through July 31st. What messages, advices do you have for them? Leaving or travel, karmic relation. Okay. All right. Okay, now with this one, we have leaving or travel, karmic relations, and vows. Now, some of you, this is a continuation of the energy from past readings of previous weeks here. I'm sensing may be intertwined with some karmic relationships, okay, with your significant other, your spouse, your partner, the vows that you made. Now, Taurus, I sense that you guys are very loyal people, okay? Once you're in a relationship, you just want to spend the rest of your life with that person. And here, the spirit is urging you, okay? For this is only for those who are in a bind in their relationship with their significant other, who are dealing with, say, third-party relationship, triangles, situations, that it is time to leave the situation, all right, to leave that relationship altogether. And I sense that for some of you, this relationship has been an on and off type of relationship where, okay, you caught him or her having an affair, and then of course, you know, you go and fight for your person because you love them each and every time, and you know, and then you accept them back into your life again, and then the cycle repeats itself, because the vows that you made is to be together, for some of you who are married, that is, or even if you're not married but you're in a long-term relationship, in a situation where you're like kind of grandfathered in, even though you're not married but you're together for like over 10 some odd years. Or I sense that some of you may even have known each other since you were a child, okay? A situation where you both had were in a relationship and had children as a result from those relationships, and then something happened along the way, you no longer were together with your baby mom and baby daddy, and you come back and you kind of like came together in a partnership, okay? But Spirit wants to say that for those of you who are in a situation like this, a relationship like this, that are a third party situation, that perhaps maybe now is the time to kind of make your decisions. Again, with the Two of Swords here, we also have make your decisions to move away from this relationship. Despite the vows, because I sense that some of you may be feeling guilty, you know, perhaps maybe you came from a family where there isn't too much divorce, or not too much divorce, but divorcing the other person is frowned upon, okay? Your spouse is frowned upon. Yeah. So, yeah, Spirit wants to say that, you know, don't feel any guilt. You know, the vows that you made was then, but things change and evolve. You know, you want to make it work, it's not working. This is karmic relationship, it's here to serve you lessons, and it's time. It's that at that end stage now, you know, where you're just like, it's time to go, it's time to leave. The longer that you refuse, you're hesitant, you're just like stuck in the mud, regardless of what the situation is, you want to turn a blind eye towards it and just sweep everything under the rug. That is not going to help your situation. In order for you to thrive, you need to leave. And then some of you may just simply, as I was saying before, go after your dreams and travel, okay? Go see the world is what I'm sensing, the energy here. Okay, seeing the world, breaking off old cycles, bad habits, bad cycles, and just going towards new energy, new endeavors, new road, new chapters of your life. It's just around the corner, okay? Now, many people misunderstand, like, okay, I'm sensing this good energy coming around the corner, and they're just sitting there waiting for that good blessings to come and drop onto their lap, okay? That's not how it works. When I first started out, it was like that too. It's like I'm sensing it, it's here, like, when is it going to be here, right? But you need to understand that you need to put in the effort, and by effort I mean whatever situation, blockages, obstacles that is in your way right now, whether it's physical, whether it's just energetic, whether it's like in relationship situations here, you need to accept or open your eyes to the truth, accept it for what it is, and just you have to make that decision of whether to leave or to go. If you leave, you're going to feel stuck, and that blessings will never come to you, okay? You need to remove yourself from that stagnant energy, the toxic environment, the toxic situation, relationships that you're in order for you to be able to move towards that good energy that you're sensing that is around the corner. It's so close, it's so near. But yet it's like, where is it? You need to do the work. That's what it's meant by you need to put in the effort, you need to do the work. And it seems, and sometimes it may be like, okay, I'm doing the work, I see this in myself, like I'm doing the work, but where is it? And then, you know, you start getting frustrated, you start cussing out some people, perhaps even your spirit teams a little bit. But it takes time, you know, even though you feel like, oh, you're doing it, but maybe you're doing it in a roundabout way, you're not directly addressing it, but you're kind of like circumventing, and you're, you know, so yeah, that's what I have for this reading. That's the energy that's coming through. Let me grab you this Osho card right here. I'm not going to shovel because I feel like it's taking a longer time sometimes, and it's a big card too, so it's like I hate shuffling this card, really, to be honest with you. Okay, this is the card that you have, the picture on the card. The sutra says, live in love, do your work, make an end of your sorrows. All right, very good, very befitting of your energy here. Okay, let me grab the booklet. All right, I am going to read the explanation of the sutra in this booklet here. Give me a moment to look up the pages. So this is 73. See? Oh my gosh, what did I say about effort and doing the work, putting the elbow grease in? Do your work. Look, number 28. See? There's a number down there, right here. Is it clear? 28. And then in the book, in the table of contents, I would have to go down to the number 28, and next to it, it has do your work. Pages, what page is it on? 73. Now I know this isn't a popular read, it's not gassing you up, it's not, you know, trust me. Back in the day, even till now, when I do my own pick a card reading or collective readings of other readers' channels and stuff like that, anytime when I get readings like this, it kind of triggers me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It is triggering, okay? So I understand if I get some dislikes on here, but that's okay. Okay, once again, the sutra says, live in love, do your work, make an end of your sorrows. A Buddha is a creator. A Jesus is a creator. Their words, their acts are the only proof that God exists. Their very presence is proof that God exists. Their presence is creative. In their very presence, thousands of people are transformed. Buddha is not an escapist. He cannot be. No awakened person can be an escapist. Cowards escape. Courageous people are creative. He is not against love, he is not against creativity, and he is not against work either. Do your work, because unless you do the work that is close to your heart, you will remain unfulfilled. And the meditator finds immediately what his work is. The meditator finds intrinsically that this is his work. He does not have to think about it. It is so clear and so loud that he knows that he has to be a musician, or he has to be a poet, or he has to be this or that. It comes so clear that there is no question of doubt, and then he starts working. That work is his meditation. There are many people who are afraid of work. They don't know that there is a type of work that is totally different from the work that you have come across in your life. And that work can be a meditation. And if you can drop your willfulness, your ego, then hatred also drops, because hatred is nothing but the shadow of your ego. Excuse me, I felt the burp coming on, sorry. I don't know why I always tend to like to burp when I'm doing readings. If there is no ego, there is no hatred. If there is ego, there is always hatred following it. Whosoever comes in the way, and everybody will come in the way, because egos cannot adjust to each other. Egos are always in conflict. Egos are always quarreling. They are quarrelsome, hence the hatred. Drop the ego and see the beauty of egolessness. Then there is no hatred, no anger. You become so silent, your energy becomes so calm and quiet that suddenly you start seeing the world in a different light, in a different perspective. Then this ordinary world is no longer ordinary. It becomes sacred, okay? I'm gonna have you take that away. Okay, the messages in their information, I hope it helps some of you out there. And, just reflect on it. Think about it, a food for thought, okay? I always find that that's always helpful for me to kind of sit back and kind of take a step back and take a look at the bigger picture and really dissect and decipher and, decipher and kind of allow me to have that eagle-eye perspective of my situation, in the larger sense here. So I hope that helps for you. And if this resonates, please click like, thumbs up, subscribe, and comment if you feel like it. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.